The rumors swirled for weeks. I mean, the K-netz were just working overtime. And then the confirmation dropped. A staggering 8-year romance hidden in plain sight, just over in an instant. The entire K-pop world is reeling right now. Welcome to StarScope K-Report.
Join us as we ride the Hallyu wave, uncovering the biggest K-pop comebacks, shocking industry controversies, and major K-drama updates.
From internet-breaking rumors to historic chart milestones, we dive deep into the world of Korean entertainment.
And today's deep dive tackles a headline that literally has netizens everywhere buzzing. Code Kunst breaks up. An 8-year romance ends in a shocking split.
I still can't believe it.
Right. To really unpack this, we are pulling from a massive stack of sources. We've got official agency statements, reports from major K-entertainment news outlets like Soompi, Korea Boost, Star News. Plus, we're looking at some really revealing past artist interviews.
Oh, those interviews are so telling.
They really are. And to top it all off, we have a fascinating academic study that analyzes parasocial relationships in K-pop fandoms.
Which is so needed for this, because our goal today is to unpack not just the timeline of this shocking split, but, what it actually reveals about the intense pressure cooker environment of K-entertainment dating.
Exactly.
Like, how do international fans versus domestic K-netz react when their bias finds, or, well, in this case, loses love?
So let's just lay out the facts first. On June 30th, 2026, news broke that Code Kunst's real name, Jo Sung-woo, the absolute genius producer behind so many massive hits and a beloved staple of the show I Live Alone, he ended his relationship with his non-celebrity girlfriend.
8 years, you guys. They dated for 8 whole years. In this industry, that is basically a lifetime.
It really is. They started dating back in 2016, and from what the sources say, she's the same age fashion magazine editor, also born in 1989.
Which makes so much sense for him.
Right. She even attended the 2023 Fall-Winter Paris Fashion Week, and they bonded over shared interests like fashion, music, and of course cats.
Oh my gosh, the cats. Like, any true fan knows Panda and Shiro. Those cats are practically K-pop royalty at this point.
They definitely are. But, looking at his career, Code Kunst is known as a deep thinker. He draws so much inspiration from everyday life.
Yeah, I mean, look at his album Muggle's Mansion.
Exactly. He wanted to tell everyday stories, and yet his own everyday life, his relationship, was kept completely under the radar. Which brings us to the agency's response.
Oh, the response. I was waiting for this. So his new agency, Do-Over, which, by the way, he founded in May 2024 with Gray and Woo-Won Jae, after leaving AOMG, they released this official statement.
And what did it say?
It said, and I quote, "It is difficult to confirm as it pertains to the artist's personal life."
Ah, there it is.
Right. Like in K-pop stan language, we cannot confirm due to privacy, is basically a neon sign flashing, yes, it is completely true.
It's the standard industry non-denial.
But I just had to ask, how does a major producer, someone completely in the thick of the Hallyu wave, keep a romance completely under the radar for 7 whole years before it originally leaked in 2023? I mean, we have Dispatch.
Well, the mechanics of K-pop secrecy are pretty intense. When artists date, they don't just go grab coffee at a cafe.
Right, no holding hands in public.
Exactly. They date in moving vehicles with tinted windows. They use underground parking lot elevators that go straight to private apartments. It's high-level security.
It's like a spy movie.
But Code Kunst had an extra layer of protection because he's a producer, not a traditional idol.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, paparazzi outfits like Dispatch, they invest their resources in tracking the biggest pop idols because that generates the most clicks. Producers live in recording studios at odd hours, so he just flew under the radar.
That makes total sense. You might think an 8-year relationship sounds incredibly stable, but wait till you hear what happened when a simple TV appearance turned into a massive netizen controversy.
It really changed everything.
And hey, if you love staying updated on your favorites and getting the real KT, make sure you're subscribed to StarScope K-Report. Hit that button so you never miss a deep dive.
So let's jump back to 2023. This is when the relationship first went public.
Yes, the I Live Alone era.
Right. Around this time, Code Kunst appeared on NBC's I Live Alone, going on this dream date concept with comedian Park Na-rae.
Oh my gosh, I remember this episode so vividly. He was serving absolute visuals.
He really was.
Like, he treated her like a princess. They wore traditional outfits. He even sang for her. But then the ring.
The ring! Eagle-eyed viewers noticed he was wearing a ring on his left fourth finger during the broadcast.
Which is the ultimate giveaway.
Yeah.
Even the matinee of any fandom knows that a ring on that finger means you are taken.
And that's when things got messy. Shortly after, a reporter published a totally scathing article claiming Code Kunst lacked etiquette.
etiquette. Are you kidding me?
The reporter argued that he shouldn't have filmed a date concept if he had a girlfriend, saying it completely ruined the sincerity of the show.
I am sorry, but that is unhinged. When I read the Koreabu source on this, the domestic K-nets were defending him so hard.
Yeah, the pushback was strong.
People were leaving comments like, is the reporter secretly in love with him?
Yeah.
And when was I live alone a dating show like We Got Married?
This is a really strange double standard.
It is. It's like getting mad at a married K-drama actor for kissing their co-star. It's television. He's a professional, giving us premium content.
But it highlights the reality of marriage and dating in the spotlight. In fact, we found a really revealing quote from his March 2025 appearance on the YouTube channel Na-rae.
Oh, when Park Na-rae brought up marriage.
Right. He confessed that he actually wants to get married and have kids. But he admitted, and this is a direct quote, to do that, you have to be able to let go.
Wow. Let go. That is just so heavy.
And he added that they always end up pushing it to next year. It's this tragic struggle for K creators, trying to balance maintaining their artistic life, their fandom loyalty, and just finding personal happiness.
So they just put their personal lives on a permanent hiatus, basically. But why exactly do these dating rumors trigger such intense reactions in the first place? Later in the deep dive, we'll uncover a shocking academic study that explains exactly why the fandom divides when an idol falls in love.
Oh, this study is so fascinating. But before we get into the psychology of it all, navigating fandom culture can be a wild ride. If you're loving this breakdown, hit subscribe. We've got even bigger scoops and industry deep dives ahead.
Okay, so let's get into the academic breakdown. This study specifically compared Indonesian fans, so representing the I fans or international fans, and South Korean fans, the K-nets.
And I was looking at how they react to dating scandals, right?
Exactly. And the core concept here is the parasocial breakup.
Yes, because agencies literally sell the illusion of availability.
They do. Between strict no dating clauses in apps like Bubble or Weverse, fans feel like they have a direct personal relationship with the artist.
I mean, on Bubble, you get a message that says, "Good morning, I missed you," right on your phone. If you're buying 50 albums just to get into a fan sign, you feel invested. Heavily invested, both emotionally and financially. Which is why the study showed that South Korean fans often react with intense negative emotions like anger, sadness, feeling completely betrayed.
Because to them, it's a literal betrayal of the contract. They streamed the songs to get an all-kill, they bought the merch, and now the idol is dating.
Right, but the I-fan perspective, specifically the Indonesian fans in the study, was completely different.
Yeah, they reacted with endorsement.
Yes, very positive emotions. They leave comments supporting the courtship, and they really humanize the idols.
Which is so sweet. But, it makes me wonder, don't all fans eventually reach a breaking point? Like, why do some stay and support the artist, while others literally rent LED protest trucks and send them to the agency buildings?
It comes down to a psychological concept called the fundamental attribution error, or FAE.
Okay, wait, the FAE. Break that down for me.
So the fundamental attribution error is our tendency to blame a person's actions on their character rather than their situation.
Oh, right. Like if someone cuts me off in traffic, I'm like, wow, what a terrible person. But if I do it, it's just because I'm running late.
Exactly. You give yourself the benefit of the context. Well, the researchers found that fans who stay loyal during a scandal actively reverse the FAE.
Oh, wow. So they stop blaming the idol's character.
Yes. They reach a point of acceptance by blaming the situation. They realize, hey, this is a human being in their 20s or 30s. Of course they're dating. They stop seeing them as just content machines.
That is so healthy.
Yeah.
It's like they realize the idol isn't their actual boyfriend, but just an artist they admire.
Precisely. And it's that shift in mindset that separates the fans who send protest trucks from the fans who stay and support the next album.
Man, this entire situation with Code Kunst just perfectly encapsulates all of this. A brilliant producer's 8-year romance has come to an end, and it just highlights the intense scrutiny of the Hallyu wave.
It really exposes the heavy burden of those parasocial relationships.
Yeah, and the deep emotional sacrifices made for art. Which kind of leaves me with this one final thought.
What's that?
Well, Code Kunst once named his album Muggle's Mansion because he wanted to tell common, everyday stories. For 8 years, his relationship was part of his everyday life. It was his anchor.
That's true.
Now that he's stepping into a totally new chapter, what kind of raw, heartbreaking, or triumphant sounds will we hear at his next comeback? How does an artist rebuild their sound when the rhythm of their daily life completely changes? It's something to think about.
You've been listening to StarScope K-Report, where Eric and Minji bring you the stories shaping K-pop, K-dramas, and the global Hallyu wave.
Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that keep the stars shining.